Hello, fellow gamers. This is Red Rumbo, another plant update on the black krim tomatoes. I somehow messed up on the first video where I tried to explain when I planted the tomato seeds. I planted them in August 24th, not September 24th, but there's a conver- conflicts with those. But yeah, I planted them in probably on a Monday on August 25th, and then waited 2 weeks, and they grew from seedlings from starter trays, and then I repotted them multiple times. And I know that the birth of the seeds were around August 25th, to be honest. That's when I planted the seeds. And before I got the grow tent, I grew from indoors with a 65-watt light. Then I upgraded that light to a 200-watt Vivo Sun grow light, which is really useful in many ways. I've grown tomatoes before. I'm kind of like really good at growing from seeds, but I'm not very good at growing all plants. It took like practice, trial, and error to grow spinach. And I managed to grow spinach alongside tomatoes. So, yeah. The thing I have set up for my tomato plants is I set up a drip system for it. So they're getting water and nutrients and all sorts of stuff for the plant. So it's very useful in growing tomatoes. And I'll show you the updates on the plants. I have noticed that I'm overwatering the tomato plants due to the soil moisture meter showing as well, like around a 9 out of a 10. And sometimes I have a drip pan that helps with the nutrients. I also use liquid fertilizer, including base A and B. I've started using base A and B at the same time, but I also had to make sure to mix them in with a gallon of water. I use 1 teaspoon for both formulas, but yeah. So here is the progress update on October this month. So it's Monday, the 21st, I think. But here's an update. So as you can see, that I recently show you that these tomato guys on the left are way healthier than the guy on the right. The guy on the right was the tallest one before I transplanted them, and I've also got a time lapse going on with those two plants. I've wanted to do a time lapse video since no one hasn't done this tomato variety indoors. These are beefsteak tomatoes, but they're from the Palencia of the Black Sea, and they're black krim tomatoes, and they're very juicy and tasty. My stepdad used to grow them before, and I also got the humidifier running again. But with all tomato plants, they haven't flowered yet, and I've also cut a few stems. So this guy's not doing all right because it's getting too much water, and I've noticed that the leaves are curling upwards, which is nutrients deficiency and all sorts of stuff. But this guy's doing all right, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But I've also got a few other plants like catnip, strawberries, lavender. I got lavender over there, sage. But it's a lot of fun growing these plants. So yeah, I've noticed that they gotten bigger, so that's a good thing to hear. But yeah, so I'll let you guys know in 2 months when they harvest. But if they harvest early, I might give some tomatoes to my coworkers. But yeah, so that's the update for you guys. They are getting bigger, and I might just adjust the height of the light since they're getting plenty of light and they're not growing as usual. So update on the plant. So So I keep it like this high, maybe, but I don't know. It looks like it's too high. It's about 20 inches away, so I could reach light and stress. So I'm gonna try that instead. So, thanks for watching.